Should I get a dog for my child? This is one of the most popular questions I get asked. I'm a therapist and I also work with many different therapy animals. I have dogs, I have a cat, I have parrots, I have a bunny, I have a horse, I have reptiles, I have so many different animals. And I also work with children, teenagers, families. And one of the questions that parents ask is, should I get a dog for my child? Will this be a good decision? My child has been begging us to get them a dog, and we don't know if this is the right fit for us. So here is a breakdown. If your child is asking you to get them a dog and you don't know what to do, the first question you have to ask yourself is, are you ready to have another child in the family? And the reason why I say that is because owning a dog nowadays is very different than what it used to be years and years and years ago. Dogs now are very much a part of the family. That means it requires time, money, patience, energy, and a lot of training that goes into it in order for it to work very well for the family. There is nothing worse than an untrained dog. So many families can get into arguments and fights and disagreements if the dog is untrained, and we definitely want to avoid that. Therefore, if you are thinking about getting a dog for your child, even if your child tells you, I will do everything, I will take care of everything, and I'm not saying they're lying, they really feel like they want to do it, but developmentally, a child is not capable of taking care of another animal, of another creature, because they have many other parts to their life. They have school, they have fun that they need to have, playtime. We don't want that to also be taken away from growing up. Even though having a dog can be such an incredible thing, we also don't want the other parts of their life to stop. Therefore, as parents, you would have to ask yourself this question: am I ready for this commitment? Am I ready to clean up after the dog? Am I ready to take it outside multiple times, especially with puppies? Because puppies is a completely different ball game. Even though they're so cute and cuddly and can be an amazing addition to the family, it comes with a very big price. And I'm not only talking about financially, I'm also talking about the time and the energy and the patience and the consistent training. So if your child tells you that they're going to help you out, they probably will. And it's a great opportunity for them to learn discipline and responsibility. But at the same time, when they're in school or when they're tired or when they're playing with their friends, the job still has to get done. The dog still needs to be walked. The dog still needs to be fed and taken to the vet and bathed and all of those other things. Therefore, in the end of the day, it will fall on your laps. Now, talking about the couples, husband and wife, this is also a partnership. Getting an animal into the family is something that needs to be discussed with all members of the family. It's really a team effort. Even if one is going to do more work than the other, it's fine. But in the end of the day, sometimes you don't feel well. Sometimes you don't have the energy to go and walk the dog, or you might not be home and you need the other partner to be able to go and be able to do that. So therefore, this is a huge decision. With all of that said, can this be a great addition to a family? Absolutely. There's so many benefits that dogs can bring to a person's life. It's companionship. It helps with relaxing the environment. There's so much fun that the dog can bring to the family. There's something to do. It definitely teaches responsibility for kids, and also it's a very nurturing type of activity. You can build empathy for other people based on your relationship with this dog. So it's definitely, overall, it can be such an incredible thing for the family. But just also, you have to understand, this is a huge commitment. Also, it's not even about the financial aspect of it, it's also the time and giving this animal a good life. This can be an incredible thing if you're willing to do the work. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I'm happy to share my thoughts getting a different type of breed can also significantly make a difference. A smaller breed, a bigger breed, a more quieter breed, a louder breed. So these things are important to take into consideration of what you can handle. Just some thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys. If you're thinking about getting a dog, please don't impulse buy. Think about this decision. This is a big decision. It can be one of the best decisions that you make, but at the same time, you want to be informed, because many people get a dog thinking that it's going to be great, and then 2 weeks later, a month later, they're giving it away. And that's what we want to avoid. Even though kids say, I promise I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, in a short term amount of time, they just kind of give up because it's too hard for them. So there's a lot of thought that goes into this, but it can really be an awesome thing if it's done right. If the first part of this video scared you, I'm also here to just tell you there are a lot of ways you can handle difficult situations. For example, how do I train a dog? There's a dog trainer. What are we going to do if we need to leave for a weekend? Who are we going to leave the dog with? There are also places where you can leave the dog in good hands, in good care, that people will take care of it when you're gone. There are questions of, what am I going to do if I'm working all day, and who's going to walk the dog? There are companies who have designated dog walkers who can come to your house and walk your dog. So what I'm just trying to say is, even though it's difficult to do it, there are ways to make it easier and very possible. So we don't want this to be limiting for you just because it's a big responsibility. There are also ways to work around it. Millions of people have dogs and they love it and it works, and it's a great decision. However, when you're getting into something like this, you want to also recognize what it entails. All the best and good luck, guys.